Full disclosure, seasoned chicken, and by the way, I'm your host, Ship the Dean. I'm flying solo today on the show. This show wasn't even supposed to start today. We were supposed to really kick this thing off a couple weeks from now, but man, I had to hit a Kawhi laugh. And I mean a Kawhi laugh. When I saw that Bill Cosby has finally gotten got. And the thing is, I wasn't happy. I also wasn't sad. But he got. If you haven't heard, Bill Cosby has been convicted sexual assault, labeled a violent sexual predator, and sentenced to 3 years federal prison. Now, I want to get on record that I'm not here to defend Bill Cosby. I am not. But there are some things we got to point out and talk about. First of all, Bill Cosby, 81. If I'm Bill, I'm looking at myself in my cell right now, and I'm thinking about, how do I down these motherfuckers right now? I'm 81. I'm looking at anything I can find in that room to send myself to the upper room. That's what I'm doing if I'm Bill. I'm 81. I have lived my 10. It's time for me to get on through. I lived my best life a whole bunch of lives ago. So it's time for me to get on through. But he's in jail. They finally got him. They've been tracking Bill for a while. Like, Bill been in the news hot and heavy for at least a good decade now, if you think about it, on this same case. Now, I'm one of those people that if you want to tell me that, I think Bill Cosby may have sexually assaulted one woman, I'd be like, I could maybe. At one point, Bill Cosby was the highest paid, most notable, most recognizable face in Hollywood of all categories and genres. That's Bill Cosby. That was him at one point. So I could see him feeling to a point where, these women can't tell me no. He just walk in the room with his dick out. What's up? They're not going to tell me no. I'm Bill Cosby. I'm Bill fucking Cosby. I can see him having that mentality. But you know what? When you tell me 50 women, you telling me a black man in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s, and in the new millennium raped 50 some odd women? 50 women? No, wait, let me rephrase that. 50 white women? Oh, hell no. You got to tell me some shit I can believe. Because I ain't buying what you're selling on that. I'm willing to walk through the door and admit 1 or 2 women, Bill probably, he did some shit he shouldn't have done. I'm going to give you that. But you talking about 50? Nah, I can't go that far. But it don't matter. If he did it to one woman, it don't matter. That's enough to get you put in prison. But what we have to ask ourselves in 2018 is, what is sexual assault really? I think we know what rape is. Rape sounds violent. It sounds aggressive. It sounds forceful. And it sounds flat out just nasty and wrong. That's how it sounds. When you hear rape, it's like, oh my God, you're a really, really horrible person. When I hear sexual assault, I thought I knew what that was. But then I got to thinking, I don't really know what that is. Not in 2018, I don't know. Follow me on this. Fellas, you ever been to a woman's house? Y'all kind of know each other. It's really kind of your first or second time going over. And y'all don't have a deep connection, so you don't really know how to gauge some of her mannerisms just yet. So she invites you over to watch a little TV, watch a little movie. It's a little Netflix and chill type of night. So she's looking at you with those bedtime eyes. But you're naive as hell at this point in your life, so you don't really know what that is. You know, bedtime eyes out. You're naive as hell. So she says, I'm going to go downstairs and get her something to drink. Now, if she's classy, she might get some wine or a little bit of scotch. If she's a little bit ratchet, she's going to get some Hennessy. Now, if she's a little combination of both, she probably get Hennessy and some weed. Asking you, did you bring the sack? Do you have the gas? But she comes back upstairs. She brings you a drink. She's got a drink for herself. She takes her shot of Hennessy. She gives you a shot. Now, you ain't no bitch. And you don't want to look like no bitch, so you take the shot. You don't even drink like that, but you take the shot. Next thing you know, you feeling good. She feeling good. She look at you, you look at her. Boom. Next thing you know, y'all doing the yin yang. Now, based on what I saw in the case on Bill Cosby, that's sexual assault. Now, I know we don't define it that way, because it's a lot different when a woman gives a man a drink to loosen up than it is a man giving a woman a drink to loosen up. Let's be fair about it. It is a double standard in that. I'm not here to debate that or defend it either way. I'm just saying it is a double standard in that. But it happens all the time. Even in more aggressive manners, it happens. You go out to a club, you go out to a party, you with your homies. Women, you out with your homegirls. And you got that one friend, she ratchet as hell. She ready to turn up. It's the day before her birthday. She got a dude she sees she like. It's Terry. She know Terry from freshman orientation. She throwing drinks back left and right. Ooh, Terry gonna get this thing tonight. So she drinking intentionally with the purpose of making it easy to transition to have sex with Terry. You know it. Your friends know it. Hell, even Terry know it.
But it reversed, Terry.
And it ultimately goes down. Let me ask you a question. Is that sexual assault? Now, Terry ain't officially co-signed or consent to anything. And the woman in that case, she's drinking with the intent to have sex. Is that sexual assault? Is there a victim in that case? What I am saying is I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to get that out. I don't know. What I'm saying is when I think about my own life and I think about what I've seen, maybe I've witnessed sexual assault before and just didn't know how to define it. Or we just didn't define that as sexual assault up until now. Or maybe it ain't sexual assault and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you read the case on Bill Cosby, that's really what happened, except they had a higher degree level of drug. Like they had heavier drugs. I will say that. But if one person consented to him with the idea that, hey, this may lead to sex, I don't know if that's sexual assault. That sounds like somebody got fucked and regretted it after they woke up. Now, I'm not here to defend Bill Cosby because I'm willing to admit with the celebrity he had, he probably did some stuff he thought he could always get away with. We've seen that before. So I'm willing to give you one or two, but all 50, no. So, but we got to define what is sexual assault in 2018 and what really has gotten under the skin of black people. Oh, this burns us up. And it ain't never going to sit with us, white folks. Y'all got to learn some shit. Let me tell y'all, white people, scoot your chairs up really and turn your volume up. I need y'all to hear something real quick. If all black people had to worry about when it comes to racism is being called the N-word, trust me when I say, if that's all we had to worry about, we'd be all right. We'd be good. But that ain't all we got to worry about. We got to worry about this systemic cognitive dissonance that y'all keep handing down upon us in institutions you keep telling us are fair. The justice system. You keep telling us, Lady Justice is blind. I need you to do me a favor for me. Poke that motherfucker's eyes out. Because Lady Justice is not blind. You cannot tell me Bill Cosby is guilty and let Donald Trump mosey his way and get comfortable in the White House. The shit don't work like that. Donald Trump is on record saying I grab him by the pussy. You ain't even got to ask. You just walk up and grab him by the pussy. That's what he said. You can't let Brock Turner rape a woman behind a dumpster and only get probation. You can't do it. You can't do that to black people and then expect us to wrap our arms around the justice system when you're treating us one way for doing something and treating other people completely different for doing worse shit. Like it's never gonna fly. So black people, we look at this Cosby case and not to defend Bill Cosby. We're not here to cape for him. Like I said, this ain't a defense of Bill Cosby. But it is to point out how screwy the justice system can be and how racially biased it can be. That's just the fact. So we as black people got our guard way up. Like way up. Because here we are being lied to daily about the justice system. And this also proves another thing. There was this notion among us here in this country that, man, if you got money, you really can get out of a lot of trouble. Oh, it didn't happen because that person was white. Oh, it's because it's not white privilege, it's rich privilege. What is rich privilege? Rich privilege does not extend to black people, apparently. Because Bill Cosby got plenty money. And he couldn't even shake these cases. These cases are dug up with little. You got to understand something, how much a story can change. I know stories that have changed over the course of 2 days. We talking about 20 years. 20 years. And you think nothing got misconstrued? That's tough, man. That's tough. Especially when we got all these more recent scenarios involving non-melanated individuals that are just living in plain sight. Harvey Weinstein's still free, folks. Like, you can't, this is something you just can't sell to black people. And this is just reason number 10 million why black people don't trust the justice system. We just don't, and we won't, because it's not going to change, because it was never designed for us. That's coming for another day, so I'm not going to go too deep on that, but that's just where we are. So a part of me is sad to see Bill Cosby go, and another part of me is like, yeah, you probably got what was coming to you, because we look at Bill Cosby as Mr. Huxtable, not forgetting that that's just an actor, that's just a character, and that's maybe not a direct reflection of who he is as a person. And so it's sad to see, but he has lived his whole life. He's 81, like I said earlier. He'll probably die on us pretty soon. That's just how it works. Same thing happened with Joe Paterno when he got involved or didn't do enough, and he was eventually fired from his job. The depression just set in, and it ultimately killed his morale, which ultimately killed himself and killed his body. So I think the same thing could potentially happen here. I'm not wishing death on the man. Don't misunderstand me, but that's just how these things tend to work out. So I don't know, man. Make sure y'all follow me on the IG, Ship the Dean, Facebook, Ship the Dean. That's ShipTheDean, ShipTheDean, Ship the Dean. Hashtag gots to be more careful. Hashtag Ship Logic. This is Seasoned Chicken. I'm your host. Again, went solo today. Bill Cosby. You have got to be more careful. Seasoned Chicken.